Good morning and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle on a cold and quiet and sleepy Saturday morning, a
Right.
7 a.m. game from here at the Denver City Tournament. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. It is the boys up first, followed by the girls, so a doubleheader today. Right here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. So the Cats have gotten their season underway, and they are 2-1 in this tournament. They won their first game. They knocked off Andrews 67-45, day one of the tournament. They got a big win over a JV team yesterday, 92-35, and then they lost to Wink, surprisingly, 62-59. Wink, another small school from down in Winkler County, but generally pretty good basketball down there.
But a close game, lost just by 3 points there. So, Lovington boys rolling pretty well for this early in the season. And, of course, just talking with some of the coaches before the game. And, it's a good idea, even though this is awfully early, it's a good idea to have this experience under your belt if your team, because when you play tournaments, you're likely to play some very early morning games. And if you make the playoffs and get to the state tournament, you're very likely to have
it's
one
Lovington.
Of
Well, if we make the pit or
an 8
the Star
a.m. game,
it'll be the 8 a.m. game.
So
you can bet on it.
You've got to know, you've got to have the experience under your belt, know what it's like to roll out, to warm up extra early, to have to be at your best, really first thing in the morning, and to be ready to just crank it up into high gear this early. So it's good experience, good playing experience, and that's what tournaments are really good for, is making you tougher as a team and really giving you a lot of game time experience in just a short amount of time.
Well, in that short amount of time is about 5 minutes and 20 seconds from now as the Wildcats, of course, last year making the playoffs and looking to get back there this year. But it's very early yet, just the fourth game of the season for Lovington. Let's go ahead and run down Coach Casey Pack's lineup for you. You've got number 1, Dallas Cardenas, number 2, Peyton Hernandez, number 4, Elijah Rivero, number 10, Jojo Perez, number 11, Ethan Stevens, number 12, Micah Pondo, number 20, Justin Villalobos, number 24, Cale Covington, number 30, Xavier Casadas, and number 33, Valente Herrera. So a lot of familiar names on that roster from last year. Matter of fact, only one different name from last year, and that being Justin Villalobos coming up to play varsity this year. Going to be very important for the Cats to get out early. They've got some size. Of course, Cale Covington, one of the best centers in the state, and Valente Herrera, who can definitely clear some space. The secret, though, with those two is they've got to stay out of foul trouble. That's kind of been a little bit of just one of the little flaws, I guess you could say, in the game the last couple of years with those two, is they tend to get in a little foul trouble early, and then it goes completely to the outside shooters. This Wildcat team, I think, is going to rely on having the good inside presence to open up those outside shooters to get them the good looks at the ball.
Yeah,
at
definitely.
The basket.
And the thing about that is, Herrera coming over from football, we saw on the football field, he may be a big guy, but he can move, and he can move people out of the way for sure. And you need that big, strong presence, and be able to. And Covington, he's got speed and height and size and and mobility. So you've got, you've really got a nice athletic team here with some experience and ready to play this morning. I think they're gonna really.
I'm glad they're ready.
Yeah, they look a lot more awake and ready than we do.
I don't think they had to go to El Paso last night. So
no, that's true. El Paso and back. So that's true.
And let's go ahead and run down the lineup and the roster for Coach Andy Henser's Kermit Yellow Jackets, as they've got number 0, Dre Bossett, number 1, Aiden Muniz, number 2, Zamian Kiddos, number 3, Mario Perez, number 4, Braden Pondo, number 11, Abel Muniz, number 11, Cade Swinson, number 12, Cruz Sanchez, number 13, Nathaniel Santos, number 21, Elijah Navarrete, number 24, Ruben Watkins Martinez, and number 25, Diego Juarez. So that is the lineup for the maroon and gold team from just down in Winkler County.
Right, and as you can tell, we are set up at a kind of different angle than we normally get. We're not, we're not on the side of the court looking left to right, from goal to goal.
We are a slave to power. So.
Exactly. So we're set up where we can get power and we can at least get the full court, on the camera's screen here, and we happen to be playing in the North Gym. This is a beautiful facility. Denver City, this gymnasium is wonderful, and they've got, a lot of places. The gym where we are in would be the premier gym, for a lot of schools, especially smaller schools. And this is just one of, I guess, 4. I guess there's a north, south, southwest, and maybe northeast court. I think that there are 4 gyms all around.
And they are all in use. There is 82 teams at this tournament.
This is crazy. Plus the main floor, which is where the Lovington girls are going to be playing coming up after this boys game. And they're going to be playing on the main floor. And that's a full kind of bowl arena style court.
And just FYI, we may have to take that one in progress depending on how
this one goes. Yeah.
And so, and depending on how long it takes us to move out the door and find a place to set up over in the DAG, they call it. So,
all right.
So we'll do that. I don't guess we're going to do national anthems. Of course, I don't think we've got a PA system. So I think we're just going to play some basketball here this morning.
Looks like we're ready. We got refs, and they're getting warmed up and ready. So I think the gang's all here. Let's get this thing underway.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Not a whole lot of people, but we do have the Lovington girls who are going to watch the guys for as long as they can before they have to go warm up and get their game started. And then we have some folks from Lovington. I see some folks in blue who have made the short drive over. It's not too much of a drive from Lovington over to Denver City. And then we have some Denver City folks, or some Kermit folks, I think, as well. So small but appreciative crowd and ready to get this one tipped off. Starters are on the floor, TJ.
Yes, they are, as it'll be Cale Covington. He will take the jump against Diego Juarez. And so you've got Rivero, Perez, Pondo, Covington, and Casadas. So Juarez taking the jump against Covington, and we are underway. The final day of the Denver City tournament. Battle for it, and the Wildcats will control it with Covington. Hands it off to Perez. He'll take it over to the left side. Perez, a little crossover move, uses up the dribble to Covington on the right wing. Cale drives through, goes over the right block, puts up a shot, no good, and the rebound brought down by Kiddos. Kiddos will keep it himself and bring it back down the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Long three-pointer from the right wing on the way. No good by Pondo. Battle for the rebound. Coming away with it was Cade Swenson.
There was a putback in there, no good as well.
And back out to the left corner for 3. That one will be off the side of the basket. But the rebound by Perez, who also took the shot. To Juarez on the give and go. Back door. They'll cut it out. Right corner, 3 on the way. And that one is off the mark. And a battle for it. And Juarez will save it into Kiddos. Kiddos will swing it out. Get it to Santos. Now back, another three-pointer on the way, and that one no good from Perez. And finally, Covington stops the bleeding.
Exactly. Finally, a rebound for Lovington. Wow.
5 opportunities for Kermit. Lovington's got to play tougher inside to Covington at the free throw line. To the corner, Casadas for 3. That one is short, but Covington is there. Covington will work it out, and then they will drive it in and up and in with Covington. So Lovington taking the early 2-0 lead.
And all right, got it.
Over the Yellow Jackets. I think I've probably got Lovington listed as the home team.
They are.
So into the left corner, pushing it into Juarez on the left baseline and knocked away by Casadas and out. 90 seconds into this one, Lovington with the early 2-0 lead. But right now the Yellow Jackets of Kermit crashing the boards. So it'll stay Kermit basketball as Perez to inbound it from just right of his own bucket. Looking to get it in. He'll toss the high inbound, and almost getting to that was Rivero as they'll swing that one into the left corner. Kiddos picks up the dribble at the left elbow. Bumped, no call, and there will be a call as Lovington strips it away. First turnover of the ball game. And we will have a foul called on Kermit. That will stop the breakaway. Not sure who they whistled that one on, but I will mark it down. So the inbound comes to Perez. He'll bring it across the timeline. Near side to Pondo. Pondo works it right to left into the deep left corner for Perez. Picking him up quickly is Perez to Covington. Covington right corner. Pondo for 3, and that one is off the mark, but it'll be Casadas there with the rebound. Get it back in to Pondo, who slips through the lane and puts it up and in. Micah has his first bucket of the ball game and stolen on the inbound. Bringing it back down. Covington, no look pass to Rivero, to Perez, off the glass and up and in for JoJo, and it is a 6-0 run to start the ball game for the Wildcats, and the Kermit Yellow Jackets say, whoa, let's talk about this one. Just a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it right here. Big thanks to all those great sponsors you see at the bottom of your screen. It's because of those folks that we never have to charge you to do these ball games, and we appreciate all of their help and support. Never have to charge you, never have to beg you for donations, and it's all because of those great folks. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome to the final day of the Denver City Tournament here on Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and the KZOR Facebook page. So out of the timeout, it'll be Kermit basketball as Santos will inbound under intense pressure as they will get that one in to Kiddos, as we've got some problems with the buzzers going on here. And a bad pass and stolen away by Perez. Perez feeds it down to a breaking Rivero. Rivero, though, short arms it. And the other Perez for Kermit will get it. Uses up the dribble as Lovington will collapse in on him. And then a bump by Casadas. He'll get called for his first personal as Santos was looking for room to run.
Yeah, and he came down just right. Casadas is just right in front of him. So.
And we've got a number 5 checking in for Kermit. And I do not have a 5 on their roster. Double check, make sure I just didn't miss one. Nope, I didn't. So it'll be number 5 who will take it down the floor, uses up the dribble. Pops a shot, and picked away by Casadas to a breaking Perez, up and in on the left side. The fast break has Lovington up 8-0, and another bad pass, and Covington uses the wingspan and grabs that one away. Kale brings it down, spin move through the lane, into traffic, and he will be fouled.
By
he
number
will
13.
Go to the line to shoot 2.
That's number 13. That's Nathaniel Santos.
See for sure who they're going to whistle that one on.
I believe that's who they'll get.
Waiting
and that's
on the man in stripes.
A couple of steals, yeah, on 13.
And they will on 13, so his first personal.
Nice work as Kale's already stolen the ball a couple of times, just heads up, picking off passes, basically.
Lovington, good pressure defense. First one up for Covington, and good. He's got 3 points for the Wildcats, who have a 9-0 run to start the game, and some subs checking in for Lovington as Villalobos will come into the ball game, and Dallas Cardenas also seeing his first action as they'll come in. Fresh legs on the court for Coach Pack. Second one on the way for Covington. That one is off the mark, and Juarez will have the rebound for Kermit. Jackets use up the dribble, looking for some help. Tossing it back to Pondo. Pondo flips it forward. Covington will come through it, and yep, they're going to whistle Kale as he got the elbow and the shoulder in there. Trying to get the steal. Coach Casey Pack not happy about it, but I'm pretty sure it was a foul, Coach. So it'll be Kermit basketball midcourt as Sanchez will inbound. Sanchez will push it in, stolen away on the inbound by Perez. JoJo coast to coast and up and in. 6 points for Perez, and it is an 11-0 run for the Wildcats to start off this final day of the Denver City Tournament. And another steal, and Perez gets it, and a whistle sounds, and they're going to say backcourt violation. And that'll be the first turnover for Lovington.
They've come out smoking. You'd think that this was, 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night. They're very heads up, very sharp, taking opportunities to turn the ball over, force turnovers, and make points off of them.
So the inbound will come in for the Jackets, and that will be Perez, who takes it left side. Nifty little move. Uses up the dribble, though, just inside the arc. Tosses out, back to the top of the arc, looking for some room to run and losing the basketball. And back down the other way, Perez once again. He looks for the outlet, instead takes it himself, left lane, up and in. 8 points for Perez here in the first quarter. Give and go look, no look into the right corner, push it out. 3 on the way, and that one is going to be off the mark by Pondo. Their Pondo.
And it's going to bounce over the backboard and back behind, so it'll be Lovington ball.
13-0 in favor of the Wildcats. 4:23 to go here in a fast-moving first quarter.
Yeah, only a couple of fouls called in this one so far, and they've been on the floor, of course. So
yeah, 2 on Kermit, 2 on us.
Moving very quickly.
So Perez will control it off the inbound, bring it into the front court, into the right corner for Villalobos. Villalobos to Rivero, toss it out to Cardenas. Now left corner for Perez. Picking up quickly was Bossett. On cross-court pass, Rivero. Villalobos trying to get it inside, and that one will be tipped away and stolen away. And they will toss that one forward to a breaking Pondo, and it will go out, and that'll be the 9th turnover for Kermit here in the first.
And it was off the hands. It was great. I think they didn't see that Rivero got a hand up on it to kind of stop it, and it went out of bounds.
Kind of a lazy pass to Cardenas in the left corner. He'll bring it out to the wing. Back to Cardenas, left corner, 3 on the way, and bang!
Oh, nice.
Dallas Cardenas finding the range from downtown. A 16-0 run to start things, and a whistle sounds.
I think that's
as
our
they're going to
first.
call jump ball, and it'll stay Kermit basketball.
I think that was our first tray of the game.
It
that right?
was, yes. I believe it's our first attempt of the game.
Yeah, Kermit had taken a couple of three-point shots and missed.
So on the inbound, it'll come to Muniz in the backcourt. Muniz will take it, looks for some room, splits through, puts up a push shot, no good, and a fight for it, and Villalobos will wind up with it off the left glass. Covington directs traffic, brings it in, trying to get it to Cardenas inside, and he collects with Brissett.
Ooh, and
Bossett,
Dallas.
pardon me, and that'll be his first personal.
Dallas slips and goes down hard on the court. He's, not feeling good on his knees. I think he's going to get up. Probably knock the wind out of him just a little bit. He's a little bit.
And
he's playing with a leg brace, a knee brace on from the knee up to that left hip.
Cardenas going to check out. Number 23 checks in. I'll have to check. I took a picture of our lineup and
all right.
didn't see a 23 on it, but that doesn't mean anything. I'll check it as they will push that one in. Pondo thinks about the tray. He'll bounce it to Perez, now into the corner for Rivero. Rivero tossing it over, back to Pondo. Fakes the high pass as they'll pick him up. Back to Rivero, to Perez. Perez jump stop, now across court. Looking for it, trying to find some room on the give and go underneath. Villalobos misses it off the glass, and it'll be Juarez with the rebound.
And
for
Juarez,
the Jackets.
really physical, moving in there and creating that opportunity, that takeaway.
Juarez on the inside. He'll go to the left block, put up a shot, no good, and Villalobos will have his second board of the ball game.
Kermit's moving the ball well, but their shooting is very cold.
Rivero takes it on the right baseline, tossing it out. Pondo off of a handoff off an interception to Perez. Right wing for 3. That one off the mark. Villalobos is there with the rebound. His putback won't go, and he is knocked down by Juarez, who will bring the rebound down. And they will bring it back down, and it'll be a block the other way for number 23. And there it is. Let me get to it. That was Gomez.
That was actually 0. That was Bossett who blocked that, sent it out, and now he's coming off the court.
A good job by Gomez coming down the court, number 23. I just missed it when I looked. So on the inbound to Juarez, they'll toss it cross court. Now trying to get it into Juarez. That one partially tipped, and Juarez will get it drive to the hoop, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 as Covington will pick up his second personal.
We're at 16-0 standstill here as Lovington has not scored here in a couple of minutes, a minute or two of game time. We're at 2:28 left in this first quarter, and Lovington is up 16-0 over Kermit.
First trip to the stripe for the Yellow Jackets.
They have a chance to break the ice here and get on the board through a free throw or 2.
Juarez will put up the first, and that one is off the mark. To say Kermit is stone cold would be the understatement of the year, as Gomez will check out. Herrera back in for Lovington. Herrera and Covington up front. Got Rivero and Pondo behind them, and then JoJo playing trailer. Second one on the way for Juarez, and that one will finally bounce through, and Kermit breaks the schneid with 2:28 remaining here in the first. A 16-1 Lovington lead. Perez to the front court. Tossing over to Pondo, get it into Covington. Low post, bad pass, stolen away. Third turnover for Lovington. They'll toss it back the other way. A little bit of a bobble there for the Jackets and Navarrete. Back to Juarez. He'll take it to the left block. Put up a little push shot. No good. And Covington will have his third board of the ballgame to a breaking Rivero down. And Elijah up and in. Count the bucket and the foul.
Wow, that was beautiful work. And that was dead on. That pass from Covington down to Rivero was amazing. Rivero right where he needed to be and just picked up the ball over his shoulder, almost like a football pass down the field. And picked it up and in. And nice job drawing the foul as well.
Fourth team foul on Kermit. Rivero at the line for the and one. And it is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. So a 19-1 lead for the Wildcats, and the Yellow Jackets having all kinds of problems as Muniz will step on the sideline. 10th turnover for Kermit.
And steps right into some of his own guys sitting on the bench over there.
And this will be good practice because Lovington will see this Kermit team again in a couple of weeks.
Right. In Kermit.
They're in Kermit.
I think. Or maybe the boys, is it in Kermit?
Yeah, it's a doubleheader
in
Kermit.
It is, that's right.
So inbound to Covington, and he gets fouled from behind by Juarez, and that'll put Lovington in the bonus, or it should. Wattis will pick up his first foul, and that'll put Covington at the line for 2. Kale 1 for 2 from the stripe. Couldn't have gone any better for Coach Casey Pack's squad if he had written it as a movie script to start this one off. Covington's first is up and rattles home. He is 2 of 3 from the line, has 4 points in the game.
Just under 2 minutes in this first now.
An early morning affair here in Denver City. Second one on the way. That one no good, and it'll be another rebound for Juarez. He's got 4. Toss it down, and Perez will knock that one away. Looking over at their bench, that may be Watkins Martinez.
The number 5 instead of 24. Could be.
Well, no, now I see a 24 over there,
right.
so we'll. Early season, a lot of times the rosters change, and we don't get them. And they didn't have anybody over at the scorer's table for me to get a picture of theirs. So it'll be Kiddos. Hands it off to Pondo. Pondo for 3, left wing. That one will be off the mark. And it'll be Arpondo with the rebound. Micah to a breaking Covington. Tries to slam it home, but they're going to whistle him for hanging on the rim. You can't do that.
Just go for the hoop. Just go for the points.
So that'll be the 3rd on Kale.
And Casey Pack not too happy about that. Kale's feeling it, though. Probably nobody in the gym feels worse than he does.
Gomez will check in his place. And was that was the nope, that's when you hang on the rim.
That's a tee.
It is a technical.
That's a tee.
So they will put
their number 4.
Their Pondo at the line, and he'll put it up and in 1.
And you never know, in this southeast New Mexico, West Texas corridor, the Pondos could be related. So a lot of in these towns, a lot of cousins playing different sports related to each other.
Second one up, and that one is off the mark, falls off to the left, but it will be Kermit basketball after the hanging on the rim technical.
So 22-2 is the score now.
Oh, the inbound to Kermit. Now back out to Navarrete. To number 5, NBA distance right side, and that one is up and in good. So Kermit finally finding the range on a tray. 15-point Lovington lead. Arpondo the other way. Micah bang!
Wow.
Puts it down.
Beautiful.
5 points for Micah Pondo, 23-5. Lovington in control to a wide open Kermit man to Sanchez in front of the free throw line and up and in. Pardon me, that was Pondo. He's got 3 of the 7 in the books for the Yellow Jackets. 1 minute remaining in the first. Pick up the dribble, get it into Herrera. Herrera, top of the arc. Pondo thinks about the 3. Now he'll bring it into the wing. No look pass corner to Perez. Perez, Pondo, right wing. 3 on the way and bang! Micah Pondo, his second tray of the ball game. 19 points up are the Wildcats, and then Micah Pondo swats it away.
Yeah, good hustle there. Of course, the ball goes into the Lovington bench, but still, nice hustle, breaking up the offensive rhythm there of Kermit, who will inbound right in front of the Lovington bench.
Pondo to inbound it from in front of the Lovington bench. He will toss it into Kiddos. Kiddos going to direct traffic with 40 seconds to go here in the first. Work it around to Pondo. Pondo almost uses up the dribble. He'll toss it into the left corner. Number 5 on the way for 3. That one will be off the mark. Collision and off the bounce. It'll be Kiddos with it. Kermit resets. Now right wing. 3 on the way. Pondo. That one no good. Gomez battles for the rebound. Tries to save it, but saves it right into the hands of Santos.
But then Rivera trying to save it, and he flips it back, and it'll be controlled by Kermit.
10 seconds to go here in the quarter. As Kiddos works it from the right to the left, gets a screen, drives into the lane. Good pickup by Herrera at the buzzer. Pondo on the way for 3, and that one is over the backboard, and 0.2 of a second to go here in the quarter. Lovington basketball leading this one 26-7. And with 0.2 of a second, pretty much just a Hail Mary pop and shot, the only chance you've got. And they'll just roll it in, and Perez will touch it, and that will end the first quarter. Lovington in the lead, 26-7 over Kermit. We'll be back momentarily as Wildcat basketball continues in a moment. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR app. Our Wildcat Lady Cat doubleheader today as we start the second quarter. Lovington up by 19. It'll be Villalobos, top of the arc to Pondo. Lovington has the ball. Back to Villalobos, little fake move, now cycles it around into the corner. Pondo left side thinks about the three, feeds it into Casadas. He'll get it tipped it out to Pondo, left wing for three. That one is off the mark, and what is a beast on the glass.
Yeah.
Has his fifth board of the ball game. Fast break coming down the other way to Braylon Pondo. He'll put up a shot, no good, but he is fouled.
Yep.
And he'll go to the line for two. I think they're going to whistle Pondo for that.
Maybe Perez.
Yep, it is Perez. Yep. Good eye. So Perez will pick up his first personal.
He was trying to block out the shot, but he got hand and not ball.
Braden Pondo, 1 of 2 from the line, has 3 points for the Yellow Jackets. Be nice to see their new gym. First one is up, and that one is off the mark. Of course, little known fact, I was actually born in Kermit. My parents both born and raised there. Second shot is up, and that one is good for Pondo, who's now 2 of 4 from the stripe, and Kermit will strike first here in the second quarter. Still a big Lovington lead, though. They'll move it in, work it around. Perez, jump stop at the right baseline, tosses into no man's land. Bad pass, fourth turnover for the Wildcats. Santos back down the other way, and he will put it up and in, and it is good. And, yep, bad foul. He'll get to go for the and one as Coach Casey Pack not a happy man about it.
Sure, and that was, unless you can block the ball cleanly, you're gonna commit that foul, 9 times out of 10. So if you have a foul to give, that's not a problem.
I think they're going to get Villalobos for that one. So Santos for the and one. And the and one is up, and it'll rattle home. So it's a 3-0 run to start the quarter, a 4-0 run to start the quarter for Kermit. Lovington still in control. Bounce pass, trying to get it inside, knocked away. Ball loose on the court, and Kermit will come away with it. 5th turnover for Lovington. Playing a tight trap defense. Kiddos will feed it over to Pondo for 3. Right wing, no good, and the rebound brought down by Gomez. Gomez to Casadas. Casadas takes it up the far sideline. Now to Perez, to Pondo. They pick him up quickly. Pondo uses up the dribble to Perez, trying to get it inside to Casadas. As we go and almost have to save some equipment.
Yeah.
Don't think that either one of us is an eligible receiver here.
Luckily, it hit the bleachers down in front of the camera.
And it will stay Lovington basketball, last touched by the Yellow Jackets. Casadas to inbound it. He'll toss it in to Gomez. Left wing for 3, no good. And that was an easy one for Wattis. Just goes right into his chest. They'll push it out. Number 5, 3 ball on the way, and that one rattles in and out. And the rebound going to be brought down by Gomez. Back down for the Wildcats. Bad pass stolen away. Another turnover for Lovington. All of a sudden, the Cats having trouble hanging on to the basketball.
And they're shooting a little cold.
5 will drive it in. Circus shot is up and in good. He's got 5 in the ball game to pace the Jackets. As Wattis will bring it down. Toss it over, trying to get it into Casadas. Casadas backs it up under pressure to Covington. Out there with 3 fouls. Villalobos right corner for 3 and bang!
Beautiful.
Justin Villalobos, his first tray of the ball game, and Lovington finally breaks the ice here in the second quarter.
Yeah, but Kermit stepped up their defensive pressure against Lovington, too.
They have picked up their pace as well. Top of the arc, another 3. That one will be off the mark. Ball loose on the court, and sliding forward will be number 5. And Kermit will keep control, and then a little floater is up and in for Kiddos. Good. 29-13.
29-15 now, yep.
Back to Villalobos, bounce it to Casadas, left base, now back out. Rivero, Casadas, left corner, 3, and that one is off the mark. Another rebound by number 5. He will pull the trigger back down the other way to Perez from their right wing. His 3 is in and out, and Covington will just go over everybody and grab that one home, his 4th. Covington to Rivero. Rivero shake and bake, goes hard and in. Casadas there with the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, beautiful positioning right there.
31-15, 16-point lead for the Wildcats over the Yellow Jackets. Kermit will take it back down, using up the dribble. Right corner Gomez on number 5. They'll bounce it into Wattis in the right block. He'll go over Covington. His shot no good. Ball going to be pushed out in a long rebound. Going to be tracked down by Santos. Santos to Perez. Perez just going to have to take the 18-footer from the left base. No good. Winds up with his own rebound. Then a whistle sounds, and we'll have a
reach foul on Lovington. See, they're going to get.
And it'll be on Casadas.
4. Yep. Oh, no, Rivera. Casadas.
Yeah, I think he put up a
number
30. So.
Okay.
4:35 to go here in the first half. 31-15, Lovington in the lead.
A couple of subs as Casadas and Casadas comes out for sure. I didn't catch whoever
is
else.
On the floor, and they will toss that one into Kiddos. Throwing the fastball over. Now they'll throw it long cross court. Number 5 looking for it. He'll pop the 3, and it's an air ball. Covington just going to screen everybody out and let that one go out. So it'll be Lovington basketball. Back in the game, Cardenas. Good to see him feeling good. Peyton Hernandez also checking in, seeing his first action of the morning. To Villalobos, picks up the dribble, trying to get it to Cardenas. Dallas will track it down in front of the scorer's table. Uses up the dribble to Covington at the free throw line. Bad pass for Cale, 7th turnover for the Wildcats, and that one will go out and last touched by Rivero. So it'll stay Kermit basketball right at the halfway mark of this second quarter. Lovington came out on fire. Things have been a little sloppy since.
Yeah, they stalled out a little, but Kermit picked up some defensive pressure in the pace, and then Lovington really hasn't corrected against that. And it really took Kermit about a quarter to really kind of wake up. Seemed a little sleepy, and they're shooting cold.
I'm glad somebody's awake. I'm not yet. Bassett will inbound it. Looking inside, and that one to Wattis, and he is blocked by Covington.
Beautiful work.
First turnover for Kermit in the quarter to Cardenas. A little reverse layup, no good, and misses it. And it'll be Wattis who picks up the rebound. Another one. But that one will be knocked away, and Covington will steal that one away. Cale takes it through, and he'll put it up, gets his own rebound, and then saved by Cardenas, who loses a shoe in the process.
Wow.
And finally, it'll wind up in the hands of Kermit. Lovington missing some point-blank shots. The other way for 3. That one will be off the mark, but Wattis is there with another rebound and the putback. Wattis, 8 rebounds to go along with 3 points. 31-17, Cats in the lead, and that one will be a block as they try and get it into Peyton Hernandez.
Good. I think Wattis commits a foul in trying to block it away.
That'll be his second personal. Just the first team foul on Kermit in this quarter. So Peyton Hernandez goes to the line for 2. 3:08 remaining in the first. So Hernandez at the line will eye it. It is up, and that one is off the mark. Lovington just 3 of 6 from the charity stripe here in this first half.
They've been doing a lot of other things very well in the game, though. But
yes, they have.
You don't want to give points away.
Second one for Hernandez is up, and it is good. He's in the books. 32-17, Wildcats in the lead. Stolen away on the inbound. They'll give it to Covington, and he'll slam it home, but he'll miss it. And it'll be the long rebound out to number 5. He tries to lose it and does lose it and tries to save it.
I think the stuff is just not working for Cale so far in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 missed dunks, and he actually got a technical when he hung on the rim, which you cannot do.
Yeah, he was off of it quickly, though, this time. So
5 will check out, and Pondo will check back in his place.
Just under 3 minutes to play in this second quarter. 32-17, Lovington up.
To Cardenas. Cardenas picks up the dribble to Hernandez, back to Dallas. Cycles it from the left to the right to Perez Rivero, right corner. Covington runs into trouble, back to Rivero for 3, and bang, Elijah Rivero had the range and put it down. He's got 6. 35-17, back to an 18-point Wildcat lead as they go into the full court pressure. It picks up the dribble, loses it to Rivero, and up and in off the turnover. Rivero with 5 quick points. He's got 7 in the ball game. Up to a 20-point Wildcat lead, 2:20 remaining here in the first half. Push it into Wattis. He'll throw it into the right corner for Pondo. Pondo gets the screen from Bassett. And he'll take it all the way from the right to the left. Step back three from NBA distance, no good. And the rebound by Hernandez, his first to a breaking Rivero. Elijah playing bird dog and puts it up and home. 22 points now for the Wildcats in the lead. And another bad pass, 15th turnover for Kermit.
Great
into the hands of Rivero, who's having a whale of a quarter. Tries to bounce it to Hernandez, who then tries to save it. One too many passes
That's
there.
Right. That's all right still. Lovington just moving the ball really, really well. Kind of woke back up, and nice heads-up play. Nice turnovers right there.
Eighth turnover for the Wildcats, but they lead by 22. So I'm not going to complain too much about it.
Especially as they're forcing some turnovers against Kermit and making some points off it, but about half the time.
Cardenas will check out. Coming back in his place is Casadas. Pondo, Casadas, Perez, Covington. And Hernandez on the floor for the Wildcats. Push it forward to Perez. Now to Bossett, right corner. Lovington's done a nice job keeping him out of the paint. Try and get it into Juarez. Loses the basketball, and it'll wind up in the hands of the Wildcats. To a breaking Villalobos, and he is hammered from behind. Villalobos goes down hard. Third personal on Juarez. And that'll put the Wildcats at the line to shoot two with 90 seconds remaining. I wouldn't want Juarez coming down on me like that.
No, thunder, those steps thundering from behind, enough to scare the ball out of your hands for sure.
So at the line, Justin Villalobos to shoot two.
Score remains 39-17 here. 1:31 left in the second.
Villalobos will toe the stripe. Eyes it, skies it, good. 40-17. Lovington in control of this one. But we still got a whole half a basketball to play. Second on the way, and that one is going to not fall, and it'll wind up in the hands of Kiddos, his fourth. Kiddos takes it to the left side, pops it forward to Perez, back to Kiddos. Almost loses the basketball, in trouble. Ball loose on the floor, mad scramble for it, and they're going to get Hernandez with a foul.
Yeah,
so he reached in and kind of dove for it. They'll get you for that one every time. Fourth team foul on Lovington.
Really just kind of.
They called it on Kermit.
Yeah, I was going to say, you really, I don't blame him for being physical. He was really fighting back.
Push it over to Pondo. Micah jump stop. Toss it to Perez. No look pass to Gomez. Gomez a little floater from 15. It's an air ball, but it'll be saved to Pondo. So Lovington will reset with 1 minute to go to Covington. High post back to Pondo. Left corner for three. Covington there with the rebound and the push back in.
Yeah, beautiful. Great positioning. 6
points for Covington, who's playing with foul trouble, and he will steal away an errant pass. Brings it through. Hippity-hop through the lane. Count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, beautiful work. Covington right where he needs to be, whether it's in front of the basket or over in the corner, and now in a great position.
Gonna get Kiddos for that one.
Gonna get through the old-fashioned way if he can.
Covington 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 48 seconds remaining. Covington's shot is up and good.
Good deal.
Three the old-fashioned way. The and one makes it, and he will steal away the inbound, brings it through, leans it in, shot up, and that one won't fall on Muniz on the rebound, but Cale steals it right back and then puts it back up and in. Covington now in double figures, and a long downward pass, and a foul going to be called. Nope, they're going to call the jump ball. It'll stay in the hands of the Yellow Jackets. And I didn't quite hear what Chief said there. But
no, he's saying thank your bag. He likes your backpack.
Oh, with the husky hair on it. When you have a husky hair is on everything. And so they'll get it to Bossett, and he'll put up a little runner, no good, and then swatted away by Hernandez, saved by Covington into Gomez. Great job by the Wildcats.
Don't know what they're whistling. Don't know. I think they were just pulling. Peyton comes out.
Yeah, not sure what the deal on that was.
Peyton comes out, Casadas comes in.
So Casadas in, 23 seconds to go as Gomez will inbound it to Perez. Lovington in control of this one, up by 30, 47-17. They've gone a run here late. Pondo gets that one batted. It's loose on the floor, picks it up, saves it to Covington, then a bad pass and stolen away by Kermit. Bringing it back down, looking for some help is Perez.
Final
Perez to
seconds.
Muniz, and he will bounce it off of the feet of Pondo. Covington tries to save it. It goes out.
2.3 seconds left in this second quarter.
Casadas has to trot back down the court as he turned on the Jets to get down looking, and at the buzzer for three, it'll be an air ball, and Lovington in command of this one, 47-17. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report right after this. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com, also the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. This is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, at some point you will, my friends, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa. Get up and go. A 47-17 lead for the Wildcats here in the first half as they have come out and dominated. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half quickly. As for Kermit, they are led by number 5, Muniz. We did get his last name. We don't have a first name, but we know his name is Muniz, and he's got 5 points and 4 rebounds. 4 points for Braden Pondo, 3 points for Diego Juarez, who also has 8 rebounds in the match. 3 points for Nathaniel Santos and 2 points for Xavier Kiddos. Kermit goes 4 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half. 19 turnovers as a team, but they did get 23 rebounds in that first half. 7 points in the first, 10 in the second. That's how the Yellow Jackets get to their 17 on the board. For Lovington, leading scorer, you've actually got 2 guys right now in double figures. Cale Covington leads the charge with 11. Elijah Rivero with 10. 8 points for JoJo Perez. 8 points for Micah Pondo. 3 points Dallas Cardenas. 4 points Justin Villalobos. Sorry, missed that one. 2 points Javier Casadas and a point for Peyton Hernandez. Wildcats go 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Covington, no shock, leads the way with 6 rebounds for the team. 16 rebounds for Lovington in that first half, so they did get out-rebounded, but they did a much better job holding on to the basketball for the most part. 9 turnovers in that first half, but the offense has come to life. 26 points in the first, 21 in the second. That's how they get to their 47 in the game so far, Dawn, and so going to be important for Lovington to keep that pressure up, but they've got to keep Covington out of foul trouble. 3 fouls in that first half.
Yes, they do, and they need to continue to move the ball well, and not just Covington. They're really playing some good heads-up ball. They've forced a lot of turnovers and made some points on about half of those attempts probably, and we are just about ready to get this third quarter underway.
And this has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. And so let's get the second half underway. We will flip ends of the court, and Lovington will go in with a 30-point lead. Not sure if in a tournament if you get to 35 if it goes running clock. Right. I don't think so in Texas. And so Perez will start it out. It is the starters on the floor. Pondo thinks about the NBA range 3, thinks better of it. Cycles it around, pushes it over. Rivero, head fake, takes it over, tries to get it inside, and Juarez will steal it away. He tipped it and then took it himself, then back down. But Santos trying to break, their Pondo trying to break, and steps on the sideline. So the teams trade turnovers quickly to start this third quarter. Perez, Rivero, Covington, Pondo, Casadas on the floor for the Wildcats. To Perez, he'll take it left base, push it out to Pondo, tries the circus save, and into the volleyball net. Nothing but net, but not the way you want it there. Turnover for the Wildcats.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of wild. And unfortunately, the camera couldn't tilt that up fast enough to catch that action. So just kind of a funny moment. But
of course, a Wildcat, Lady Cat doubleheader immediately following this one. We will reset over in the main gym and have the Lovington Lady Cats against Midland Classical. So the bounce pass and stolen away by Lovington.
Great defensive pressure there.
Feed it over. Rivero, the underhand scoop. Doesn't get it, but slammed it home. Put it down for, of course, Cale Covington gets the rebound and the dunk. Full court press is on. Lovington up by 32 to Juarez, and off the glass, no good. They're going to call the charge on Juarez, in the maroon and gold faithful not liking that one. So he'll pick up the personal foul. That'll be his third. I think his third. Maybe his fourth. It's his third or fourth.
At least third, maybe fourth, yeah.
49-17, 1 minute gone here in the third. To Rivero, picks up the dribble, top of the arc to Pondo. Pondo to Covington on the left. Elbow back out to Pondo, right wing for 3, no good. Juarez off the tip will put it in the hands of Pondo. He'll bring it down coast to coast, uses up the dribble, runs out of room. Toss it back out to Juarez at the free throw line. Now into the corner for Pondo. Casadas picks him up quickly, little spin move, kind of using the official as a screen there. No look pass to Juarez, and he will bobble it and out. 22 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets. Normally I would be rooting for Kermit just because my parents' alma mater, my grandmother a teacher there for many years, but when they're playing Lovington, I'm all for the blue and white. So it'll be to Perez for three. That one off the mark, and skying up will be Santos. Gets his fourth board of the ball game. Down to Pondo. Pondo circles it left to right and will hand it off to Kiddos. Kiddos almost loses the ball on the floor. Splits through two Wildcats. Then he'll put up a little scoop shot. No good. And Wattis is there with the rebound and the putback. He's got 9 boards and 5 points. Still a 30-point Lovington lead. 5:57 to go here in the third. Micah to JoJo. Perez back out to Pondo. Top of the arc. No look pass Rivero. Now to Casadas. Push it to Pondo. NBA 3 left wing on the way. No good. And it'll be Covington with his 8th board of the ball game. Kale will keep it himself. Puts up the little push. No good. And Wattis out battles him for the rebound. He's got 10 boards in the ball game. So now Kermit will pull it back the other way with Kiddos. Kiddos trying to get it into Santos. Stolen away. But there to save it is Pondo. But he'll put up a little short arm shot. Rivero will bring it down. Rivero brings it back down. A little shake and bake move. Goes into the paint. And another rebound. They've got to find a way to get Wattis stopped up. That's 11 boards for him. And a little push shot floater up and in for Mario Perez. His first points of the ball game make it 49-21 in favor of the Wildcats. Pondo uses up the dribble to Rivero. On cross-court pass, Casadas to Perez, right base, and he's blocked by Wattis. That's not fair. Wattis is probably 6'5", 6'6", and JoJo's grown a couple inches, but he's only about probably 5'7", 5'8". Stays Lovington basketball. No, into Pondo, and he'll put it over the bucket. Trying to get over the big frame of Diego Wattis.
That's tough to do.
Yes, it is.
He's got not only height, he's got size and muscle.
Unless you're Donovan Gomez or Cale Covington, yeah, that's a hard thing to go up and over. Out of the pressure, Santos into the front court, loses it. Into the hands of Covington. Covington pushes it forward. Perez has to save it out and almost saved out, and finally Muniz will save it. Another turnover for the Wildcats. They've got 12, and a whistle sounds.
Well, it goes out of bounds.
As it goes out of bounds.
I think it'll be it should be off of the hands of Cale.
So it should stay Kermit basketball.
And
4.5 to go in the third.
It's Muniz inbound. 49-21.
So Muniz to inbound from midcourt. Puts it into the backcourt with Kiddos. Kiddos directs traffic, still in the backcourt. Now he'll cross the timeline under pressure from Gomez. Stop and pop a shot. Long three on the way, no good. And another rebound for Wattis, and then he is going to be fouled by Villalobos. Wattis with 12 rebounds in the game.
Wow.
Just the first personal on Lovington here in this quarter.
Not a lot of fouling in this game. The refs have pretty much let the play go move on. As you see in a lot of tournaments.
Perez to inbound, gets it into Wattis. Gomez on him tight. Long cross-court pass, open look for Kiddos for three. In and out, no good. Cardenas and Wattis battle, and it'll be out of bounds in Lovington basketball. So Gomez tells him what he wants, needs a little help coming back. So has to get it in, and he will push it in right at the 5 count. A little confusion on the inbound for the Wildcats. So now Covington with it. Bounce it to Villalobos, trying to get it back door to Villalobos, tipped away, but Covington is playing out towards midcourt. He'll come over and get it, and he'll go hippity-hop through the lane, and he'll get hammered by Wattis. That'll put Covington at the line for 2. I got to think that's the 4th on Wattis.
Looks like, I thought Pondo was going to come out, but coach is just needing to talk to him a little bit.
And they're not going to call that on Wattis. They're going to call that on Kiddos. I don't know how that worked, but okay. So Covington at the line for the 3rd time this morning, and he will miss that one. He is 50-50 from the charity stripe. 3:53 remaining in the 3rd.
Still, he's had a good ball game.
That one off the mark, and guess who with the rebound? Yeah. 13 rebounds for Wattis. And so Kiddos back to Muniz. Muniz with Villalobos on him, tries the screen. They'll get it into Wattis. Toss it over to Perez. Perez inside to Wattis, backs down on Covington, puts up the little hook shot, no good, and Cale will have the rebound. He's a rebound away from a double-double. Covington down the court, jump stop to Cardenas. Cardenas picks up the dribble, tosses to Pondo in the deep left corner. Pondo trying to get it backdoor. They'll wind up with Covington. He'll take it off the left glass, no good. There with the rebound, Gomez, no good. Fight for the rebound. It is loose on the floor, and a whistle sounds as bodies go crashing to the floor.
Lovington's shooting has gone a little bit cold. They've been stuck on 49 for a while now.
And they are going to call the push foul on Villalobos. That'll be his third personal. And it'll be the second team foul on the Wildcats, and they have gone a little cold. It's just 4-2 in the quarter. Neither team shooting just lights out here in this quarter.
Nope, a lot of changes, a lot of shots up, but not a lot falling.
So now Valente Herrera will check in. So going with the big boy lineup with Gomez, Herrera, and Covington on the floor for the Cats. And the inbound stolen away by the Wildcats, and get it to Kalen up and in off the good pass and the assist from Gomez. Kermit trying to bring it back down. Flipped and fumbled to Navarrete. Now to Muniz. 3 on the way, and guess who with the rebound? Juarez now with 14, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
And I think that was maybe Herrera Valente who got him. Let's see if they call it on him or 23.
I think they're going to get Gomez for it.
Gomez, yep, 23.
Just his first personal as Juarez back at the line. He is 1 of 2 from the stripe. Still a 30-point Wildcat lead, 51-21. So missing the first, getting the second. They're going to put Villalobos in the left block with Covington in the right block up front. Juarez missed the first. Short arms the second, and Covington has his double-double. That was his 10th rebound of the ball game. Cale will keep it himself. Cardenas thinks about the 3, now picks up the dribble, bounces out to Gomez, to Villalobos, bounce it into Herrera, who tries to hand it back off, and that'll be turnover number 13 for the Wildcats. They keep the pressure on with 2:49 remaining here in the third. Toss it out. Vasquez an air ball, and so that'll actually go in the books as a turnover. They'll feed it down to a breaking Gomez, who gets hammered by Muniz. That's Aiden Muniz. He will head to the line for 2.
2:35 left in this third quarter. 51-21. Lovington ahead.
Now Gomez, his first trip to the stripe, trying to get in the scorebook. He's got 4 boards, but trying to get his first points of the game. Shot is up and good. 52-21. Lovington in control of this one. Of course, don't forget, immediately following this one, we will move next door to the main gym for the Lovington Lady Cats. Hopefully we won't have to join it in progress. Second one is up and good. Gomez gets them both. So 53-21. Bassett on the inbound, under pressure, goes hard to the court. So it'll be a turnover, and then a frustration foul going to be called on Cruz Sanchez. And just blew a tire out, looked like there for Bassett.
Yeah, it just kind of ran into the wall and it bounced off.
So Villalobos at the line. Yeah, normally, I mean, if we were on the football field, I'd say the turf monster got him, but yeah, just a frustration foul there. And so now
it was a hard hit, though.
Yes, it was.
Came off, he says.
Hope he's all right.
First one up, no good.
So Villalobos now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe.
As he's going to come off, Pondo goes back in.
So pretty fair early morning crowd here.
Yeah, so ref stops to wipe up a little sweat off of the floor.
Second one for Villalobos is up and good. He's got 5 points in the contest. Lovington is in the bonus. So it'll be Kermit basketballs. They'll get it into Muniz. Muniz tries to weave through traffic. Almost a reach there from Cardenas. To Sanchez, and Covington will knock that one out and knock over a chair. I'm glad nobody was in that chair.
Right.
They may need to replace that chair. Does it get a helmet sticker like you do for getting run over here in Denver City? Kermit on the inbound. A couple of years back when we played here. Coach Fontenoy. awarding Dawn a helmet sticker for a tackle. To Muniz from the right wing for three, and it is up and good. His second three ball of the contest. Gets it back to a 29-point Wildcat lead. To Gomez, 15-footer, right base, no good, and it'll be Muniz with his fifth board of the ball game. To Sanchez, bad play, though, 22 turnovers.
Saved it out to Dallas. Cardenas, oh!
Cardenas loses that one off of his foot, and they call the block foul. Going to call that one on Muniz. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I think he just
bounced
it
the
off
ball
of
his foot and then went down.
Yeah, and he just kind of the dribble kind of made him stumble.
So Cardenas to the line as Casadas waits to check in, as this one has slowed down considerably here in this third. I don't know about you, but I smell breakfast burritos somewhere.
Yeah, I do too.
First one up for Dallas, and not the prettiest thing on the planet, but it rolls home. He's got four in the ball game, 54-24. Wildcats in the lead and in command, looking to improve to 3-1 on the young season. Second shot on the way for Dallas is good, and well, that gives them a little revenge for losing to the other team in Winkler County, that being the Wink Wildcats. Pushing that one, and just off to the right. Out of bounds, and last touched by Lovington. So it'll be Muniz to inbound it from just right of his own bucket, with 99 seconds to go here in the third. Muniz throws it in and just has to bounce it off of Covington to maintain possession. And they're going to say Muniz touched it last. No, they're going to call a foul off ball on Kiddos.
Wow. There's a lot of confusion out there.
So it'll be a turnover for Kermit.
Coach Casey Pack wants to know what's going on.
Casey, you get the ball. I wouldn't be complaining.
Right.
And I don't know how they could. He put up a number two. They don't have their number two on the court.
Huh. I guess
they called Cale for a tee.
Ah, okay.
They teed up Cale, and that's his second technical. He's done.
He's out of the game.
And since he's out of the game, that would also mean he's done for the next game, too, with NMAA rules.
Uh-oh.
Of course, since we're in a tournament in Texas, I'm not sure if that counts. But so that's the second tee on Cale. And so that will put Pondo at the line to shoot the Tex. And his first one is up and good. As Coach Pack still barking at the officials over there. Pondo gets both of the technicals. So he is 3 of 4 on technical fouls. And it'll stay Kermit basketball. Coach Casey Pack turning about the same color red as the Denver City accoutrements here in the gym.
He's still barking, still not happy. He's still pointing out things to the ref.
And they're getting ready to tee up Casey. One of the officials comes over and says, just let it go.
We're done. Yeah. And, Lovington up 55-26 here. 1:39 left in the third.
On the inbound to Muniz. And high off the glass by Sanchez, who gets it back, and his putback no good. And then a foul called underneath on Herrera. Oh, nope.
Nope, it was on, 21?
We'll call it that. Works for me.
Navarrete, I think.
So it'll be Lovington basketball, but they are in the bonus, so we'll walk all the way back down the court to shoot free throws. Looking increasingly like it may be a join in progress next door.
Yeah, it looks like I hear whistles. I haven't heard buzzers over there yet, so they may not quite have started the girls' game. With Lovington girls, of course, on the main floor. Chief Bridgeworth, the coach, saying, well, they gave him the early games, but they tossed him a bone and put him on the main floor. So that's not bad.
Scheduled to start for a half hour.
Right. So ladies are over there.
So Pondo at the line and gets that one. He's got 9 in the ball game. I'll probably have to go do some adjusting on the timing of everything.
Right, on their on the streams.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That way we don't get cut off and then turn back on and then cut back off. And technology is wonderful when it works. Second one up for Pondo, and that one is no good, and the rebound brought down by Kermit.
Then they're going to.
And a hammer home.
Yeah, you're just falling forward. I think just fell into them. I think they're going to get.
Yeah,
they're going to get Pondo
Muniz.
or Muniz for that. Yep.
And that means more free throws for Lovington. Nope, it'll be on Pondo.
Okay.
So just his first personal.
Well, he's the one who went down. He was he was standing in back and.
Yep. And so that will put Kermit in the bonus. As again, this one has gotten a bit sloppy here in this third quarter. Elijah Rivero waits to check in as Eden Muniz at the line to shoot two. First one for Muniz is up, and it is good. His first points of the ball game. Got a point and a rebound. Is Rivero going to check in?
And
56-27, Lovington in the lead. Second is up, and that one is no good. And the rebound made by the Wildcats, but then almost losing it, and
we get it. Oh, hello.
That's all right. Just caught the back of some of the equipment.
Nope, I think we're all good. I tipped it.
You tipped it.
I tipped it.
You got a fingertip on it.
Yeah.
So another foul as Coach Pack barking at the officials again. Should be free throws for Lovington. It will with Casadas. Or now they're going to walk down the other way and change the call, so it'll be free throws for Kermit.
And it'll be Pondo at the line.
Pondo at the line to shoot more free throws.
He is apparently their most reliable free throw shooter, as they chose him to shoot all the technicals so far.
4 of 6 from the line.
Yep.
These are not technicals, just regular fouls.
Just regular ones. And nothing but net.
So he's got 7 in the ball game.
And that's the thing about free throws. It's one of the aspects of this game you can practice all by yourself.
Yes, you can, and it can also let you get back in a game with the clock not moving.
However, Lovington still a 27-point lead here.
Thanks for being with us here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, Z94KZOR Facebook page. To Pondo, gets room on the left baseline and up and in. Pondo with 11. Muniz, as we click under a minute to go, picks up the dribble. Muniz to Muniz to Muniz to Pondo. Into the middle, back to Muniz. He tries a little underhand scoop. That one no good. Bodies crashing everywhere. Navarrete with the rebound as Kermit will reset with Pondo from the left wing for 3. That one off the mark, and JoJo with the rebound. The first for Perez. Perez feeds it forward to Micah. Pondo picks it up. Casadas thinks about the three-pointer, and then bad pass. Was trying to get Pondo coming back through.
And he does
Pondo
get the other
against Pondo and up and in, and they will count the bucket and the foul.
Ooh.
So their Pondo draws the foul on our Pondo, and he'll go to the line for the and one. 10 points for Braden Pondo, trying to make it 11.
58-31 the score. 24 seconds left in this third quarter.
Still a 27-point Lovington lead, but you don't want to see things degenerate.
No.
And that one is up and off the mark, and it'll be Casadas with his third board of the ball game. Push it over, Micah Pondo, left corner. That one is going to be off the mark. Casadas with the tip. Now they'll get it out to Perez, right side, no good. And it'll be Sanchez with the rebound for Kermit. 8 seconds to go. Muniz picks up the dribble, almost loses it. It is now loose and into the hands of Dallas Cardenas, and then up and in by Cardenas at the buzzer.
Nice work for Lovington. They never gave up, kept fighting for that ball, trapping them in the backcourt.
So now it is 60-31. Cats in control, back for the fourth as Wildcat basketball continues in a moment. Welcome back to Wildcat basketball from the Denver City tournament. Lovington up in this one by a score of 60-31. Lovington, their quietest corner, scoring 13 in that quarter to 14 for Kermit. So Kermit wins the corner, and on the inbound, it flies out, and it'll be turnover number, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and things just getting a little bit sloppy on both sides in that third quarter. Of course, it's hot with Lovington still big lead, 60-31 right here to start this fourth and final quarter.
So Cardenas will inbound to Perez. Of course, Cale Covington is out with 2 tacks. That means you are done for the day. And we'll have to check, see if he's done for the next game too. Because if you are tossed for technicals, I believe in the NMAA parlance, you're done for at least a game. It's a 1-game suspension. Turnover for the Wildcats. They're 15th. Pondo comes down and he's blocked from behind by JoJo Perez.
Nice work.
And now I think they're going to call.
Yeah,
they're going to call Perez.
They're going to call Perez for the foul. So guess he got hand.
They're going to tee up Dallas Cardenas.
Whoa!
So that'll be the third tech on Dallas. I think maybe you said something as he came through. And so this is the third technical foul on Lovington.
Just got to keep the emotions in check. Got to keep the mouth in check, if not the emotions.
Yes, you do. And so that'll put Braden Pondo at the line for the third time shooting techs. And he makes that one. He's got 11 to pace the Yellow Jackets.
It's just a good thing that Lovington has a big lead in this game, where the technicals and the shift, and the emotional momentum of the game could have spelled trouble for them. But as long as they just don't lose their heads completely,
and
should
so
be okay.
Of course, out of the technicals, it'll stay Kermit basketball. If you're Lovington at this point, I think maybe you just start playing keep away. You just burn as much clock as you can and see if you can call it. Just get out of this one. Call it with the win. So Pondo will bounce it in. So moving it through to Perez. Perez trying to get it into Wattis. He will. He will knock over Pondo. Puts up a shot, and Casadas will have his 5th rebound. So Pondo will bring it back down. Micah. Over to Rivero. Now to Gomez, who's taken over. Pondo, deep left corner for 3 off the pass. That one is off the mark and from the tip. Long rebound by Rivero. Elijah will reset it. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. To Perez, tries to bounce it inside, saves it. Rivero thinks about 3. Takes it on the left base, tosses it back out. Gomez uses up the dribble and now collapsed in on by a couple of Yellow Jackets. They're going to call that one on Kiddos. I think that's his 4th personal as Muniz will check back in. 60-33, Lovington in the lead. Stays Wildcat basketball as we are early in this 4th quarter. Lovington looking to go 3-1 to start the season. To Gomez. As they'll push it around. Actually, that was the 5th on Kiddos. He went over and shook hands. So they will take that one in. Perez, the little scoop shot, no good, but Micah playing trailer, gets the rebound up and in. 13 for Pondo. Muniz around to Perez, goes in, and he's going to be blocked by Rivero. Elijah feeds it down to Perez. His little shot no good, but it'll be Gomez there with the rebound. His putback no good, and then it'll be Rivero with the rebound.
And it doesn't go, but he gets fouled.
He's fouled, so he'll head to the line for 2.
So 62-33 the score here. 6:18 left to play in this ball game.
Wow, they're going to say was not in the act of shooting, floor foul.
So it looks like
Casadas will check out. Yep, Casadas will pull it in to Gomez, out to Perez. Now over to Pondo. Pondo, the little head fake, goes inside, trying to get it to Casadas. Loses the ball. It'll go all the way back into the backcourt, and they're going to get Pondo for going over the top, or are they going to get number 21 for the push?
Maybe they'll just say it rolls out of bounds.
I think they're going to get Navarrete for the push. Okay. They will. So it'll be Lovington basketball. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Lovington comfortably in the lead, up by 29. Kermit has had their opportunities, but haven't shown they've got the firepower to come back from that kind of deficit. Perez cycles it left to right, and then a bad pass. 16th turnover for the Wildcats. Muniz brings it back as Rivero tries to save it, and off the chin of Perez as he saved it to Muniz, who then tried to save it and saved it right off the chin of JoJo Perez and out. So it's Kermit basketball. On the inbound to Sanchez. To Pondo. Picks up the dribble. Lovington collapses in on him. Gets some help from Perez. Takes it left baseline, then gets it back in the left corner. Lovington traps him up. Picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Gets it from Santos. Then do a flashing Pondo. Shot up, no good. Santos comes through. Then Perez with the rebound, and his putback is good. So Lovington brings it back down 62-35 to Micah for three. That one off the mark, off of the tip. Casadas has his sixth board. Uses up the dribble into Micah to the right baseline. Then they work it around and get it into the low post for Donovan Gomez, who puts it up and in. Gomez now with 4 points. And back down the other way, Navarrete has his first bucket of the ball game, 64-37. Lovington in command. No look pass to Perez. Turnaround circus shot. Doesn't fall, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line. They're going to get Santos for that one.
As the clock ticks down, 4:39 left in the game. 64-37 right now.
So Perez at the line. He's got 8 in the game, all of them in the first half. He'll bend the knees, sky the first one, and in and out, no good. Yeah, JoJo's points, I said, in the first half, all in the first quarter.
Wow. As Lovington, jumped out with a good, healthy lead, really firing very well. And
26-7 in the first quarter.
Yeah, and some threes in that first quarter.
Second one, that one is in and out, no good. And the Kermit rebound by Santos is sixth. Down the other way, and they're going to get Peyton Hernandez for the block. So that'll be his second personal.
Just on the floor, though.
4.5 minutes to go. And the inbound from Perez as Hernandez swats that one away and out.
Yeah, it seemed like that first half really flew by, and now
things have kind of degenerated here in the second.
It's gotten a little sloppier and slower here, slower going.
On the inbound to Bossett, who gets it taken away and back down for the Wildcats. Perez fouled. I think just a frustration foul there for Bossett. So that'll put the Wildcats back at the line. Kermit, because now Lovington in the bonus. Kermit could drag this thing out until, middle of next week with fouls. They've got a pretty deep bench.
Let's hope they don't. I know play has started on the main floor with the Lovington girls. And
I don't think so. It's not supposed to start till 8:30.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
first one up by Perez is good. It may be the game
close.
before ours.
Yeah, it could be.
The way this one's going, that one will be joined in progress because we do have to move. Second one is up, and Perez gets them both. He's got 10 in the ball game now. And he will steal away on the inbound. And then a bad
behind the back pass goes awry.
To Muniz, and he comes through, and he's going to be fouled by Rivero, who kind of looks to the heavens, and JoJo just kind of puts the hand on and says, don't say anything. That'll put Muniz at the line. His first trip to the stripe this morning. So used to saying night, and it is, well, when we got here, it was still dark outside.
Early dark.
Still late dark like we're used to. 9 points now as Muniz makes the first. Second one is up, and that one falls off the mark. And the ball is loose on the floor, and it'll be Hernandez who winds up with it. Peyton drives through, goes coast to coast, put it up, and take it home. 3 points for Peyton Hernandez. The inbound stolen away.
Oh, somebody, he lost his shoe in it. That's twice you go twice in one game. Dallas Cardenas lost a shoe earlier, and now another shoe. You just don't see that real often.
And timeout going to be taken by Coach Casey Pack. It will be a full timeout. But we'll just keep it right here because the tablet once again has decided that it hates me.
68-38, so back up to a 30-point lead for Lovington, just under 4 minutes in the game. And yes, the Lovington girls set to start their game here in just a few minutes on the main floor of this gym. This gym has a really nice facility. It's got the main floor, and then it's got 4 big, not practice gyms. These are very nice gyms in the 4 corners above the main floor, which is sunken, a true arena style.
Arena style, yeah.
And really nice
I've called some college games and facilities that weren't that nice.
Exactly.
I have never, we've called games across the street at the football stadium, but I hadn't called a game in this gym in a long, long time, and it wasn't this gym way back then. So.
And their football stadium's very nice as well.
Denver City done a nice job on their facilities over here. Of course, traditional way for the Wildcats, Lady Cats, to start their season in the Denver City tournament. Lovington looking to go 3-1 in this tournament. And it will be Wildcat basketball as we come back to the action. Of course, thanks to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. Inbound to Hernandez. He'll toss it into the corner. Casadas around to Rivero. Bossett picks him up, losing the handle on the basketball. Back to Bossett, goes over Hernandez, and he will float it up and in. First points of the game for Dre Bossett. 68-40, another bad pass, another turnover.
Oh.
Almost takes it back, but then they're going to call the double dribble. 36 turnovers for Kermit. Ouch.
Wow. Yeah, that's tough. It doesn't. You'd have to play so very well in the other aspects of your game to make up for those turnovers.
No, down come the Wildcats once again. They'll bounce it over. Bounce it inside to Gomez, then backdoor to Hernandez. Tosses out right corner. 3 on the way. That one no good, but Villalobos slashes through, gets his own rebound, and puts it in. He's got 7. 70-40, back to a 30-point Wildcat lead as they try and steal the inbound. They'll get it forward to Muniz. Picks up the dribble. Lovington immediately collapses in on him. Trying to find some room is Navarrete. His 3-ball no good. And the rebound by Sanchez. Tosses it over into the right corner with Perez. Gomez gets to him quickly. Muniz. 3 on the way, NBA range, no good, and trying to save it was Navarrete, and even if he had it saved it was right to the hands of Hernandez. Valente Herrera will check in for Rivero. Hernandez, Perez, Gomez, Herrera. And Villalobos on the floor for the Wildcats. Villalobos controls it in front of his own bench, now to Perez. Throw the fastball to Gomez, high post, and the hook. No good, and it'll be Navarrete with the rebound. Hit it down to a breaking Muniz. Circus shot, no good, and Gomez playing trailer will get his 6th board of the ball game. He'll take it through, off to Perez, bounce it to Herrera. Herrera, a little turnaround, just kind of throws it towards the basket and up. Navarrete with the rebound and is fouled. I think they got maybe Herrera for that one. We will have subs checking in as it looks like maybe the white flag being waved by the Yellow Jackets. There's definitely no quit in that Kermit team.
2:16 left to play in the game now. 70-40 your score.
Both teams in the double bonus. The early morning affair here in Denver City. And going through, pushing through, and the rebound made by Sanchez. Saves it out to Bossett. He'll pull the 3-point trigger. That one no good. Gomez will come up with his 7th rebound, and then he's going to get tied up. And it'll be Kermit ball on the tie-up. 20 turnovers for Lovington.
Which sounds like a lot, but then it's 30, almost 40 turnovers now for Kermit.
Yeah, 36. Under 2 minutes to play here in this second half. Tipped away, but Swinson gets it, then loses it, and JoJo Perez will take it up and in off the steal. 12 for JoJo. 96 seconds remaining. Lovington in command. Bossett, spin move, goes through, fouled by Hernandez. So he'll head to the line to shoot 2. course, next up for Lovington, I believe we've got a Monday night affair against Eunice.
That's true.
Maybe the girls, maybe both. I'll have to double check.
I think it's just
Toss
one.
it's up and in. Just be sure you're with us for the second game this morning, and we'll have all
we'll
that.
Know that.
Second one is up. That's no good, and it'll be another rebound for Gomez. That's his 8th. So good rebounding game for Gomez. To a wide open Villalobos on the left baseline, and up and in for Justin. He's got 9 in the game.
Nice movement.
Hernandez steals it away. And Lovington will reset with 111. Back to Gomez, and he is blocked from behind by Sanchez. Fawcett back down. He tries the circus shot, and he's going to get fouled as he'll go to the line.
Gonna get Herrera on that? No.
Not sure who they got on that one.
23 maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it could be Gomez.
Fawcett back at the line. He's 1 of 2 from the stripe. 61 seconds remaining in this one. There will be no pregame report, postgame report, just FYI, because we got to in-broadcast and move. 74-42. I mean, Lovington going to win this one, go to 3-1 on the year. Kermit will fall to 2-3 as Bossett gets his second one. He's got 5 in the game.
Under a minute to play now.
To Hernandez, right baseline. Fall away from 5 and kiss the glass good.
Nice. He had to wait.
Peyton with 5 points in the contest, 76-42. No-look pass, and Gomez will steal that one away. That is 39 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets. To Perez, the circus shot no good, but Herrera's there. His little sidearm sling won't move back in.
But then
and he winds up. The ball winds up still in Lovington's hands, but then stolen away by Kermit again. But then Lovington will take it right back with Hernandez. He'll lean in on it. Ball just flopping everywhere, and Peyton goes hard to the floor.
Got to get I think I got an elbow in the face first, and then got knocked down. He's coming up, but I tell you, he's playing a pretty good game. The minutes that he's been in, he was in early, and now coming in the fourth.
They're going to call a flagrant foul on Kermit.
Whoa.
So they're going to call the flagrant on Kermit. So Peyton, if he can, well, we've had 3 techs. Now they've got a flagrant. So
he's awfully good at forcing turnovers. Going to call him for grand larceny for theft of the basketball.
Peyton 1 of 2 and 1 of 3 now.
Thought it was going to rattle in there. Missed.
Under 17 seconds remaining.
76-43 the score, and this one is up and good. So 77-43.
6 points in the books for Peyton Hernandez, and it'll be Lovington basketball off the flagrant. Of course, 82 teams at this tournament spread out over 5 courts. It is pandemonium. I'm glad we got here when we did. As into Herrera, he'll miss the hook shot, but it'll be Hernandez with the long rebound. So and Lovington can just
I think they're just hanging on to the ball. I think Coach Pack said, out, go ahead, get it in.
To Herrera, to Villalobos, right wing for 3, off of the mark. And at the buzzer, it'll be Sanchez with the rebound as the Lovington boys victorious 77-43. We are going to go ahead and wrap this one up and move next door for the Lovington Lady Cats coming up here in about 10 or 15 minutes. So for Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. We will see you from the main floor here at Denver City coming up as Lady Cat basketball on the way from the Walmart Digital One Radio Square Sports.